Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. We got a lot to get through and most of it is Nightbird stuff. We do have some other things as well, but honestly, just going through my social media, this is all anyone is tagging me in. It's all anyone is talking about. And even if I look at all the accounts that I follow, go through my feeds, it's actually quite quiet. Like, I think it's probably because there wasn't loads of massive talking points coming out of this week's Raw. Lots of praise for Sheamus Gunther, lots of praise for Ilya Ricochet, and of course a bit of reaction to Liv and CM Punk, but not the kind of stuff that we saw in the build to WrestleMania, for example. So that means that we can focus on Nightbirds, and it can have a little bit of breathing room on this episode. So we're going to start by very quickly going through all of the stuff that we found. I did a Nightbird video already. We're just going to quickly look at it, just going to quickly skim through that so that we're all on the same page. So here, look, Jordan tagging me in this. This was the QR codes. When you scanned the QR code, you got a video and then you got a picture of the Nightbird at the bottom. If you clicked on that bird, it then gave you this. So shout out to R.I.P. Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt, because this is the puzzle that appeared if you clicked on the bird at the bottom, right? Heel said the QR code leads to here. So if you click on that, then that is where the QR code takes you. And as we said, video at the top, picture of the bird at the bottom, click on the birds, you get this puzzle, okay? Just underneath the video as well, and Dan, shout out to you, you got years in Metonic cycle, okay? There are 19 years in a Metonic cycle. We believe 19 days till King and Queen of the Ring. Also, the URL for the QR code was wwe.com derisive, okay? That means mocking, jeering, ridiculing. That's what derisive means. So that was the word in the URL. Also hidden in the source code was the years in Metonic cycle. It would have to be there, of course. It has to be there so that it actually appears. So I don't think it was hidden there like as well. I think it had to be there. But that was found by Heel. Good work. That was the quiz, the puzzle, Wicked Dust. Shout out to you. In the actual video, we haven't even spoke about that, but in the video, you could see what looks to be Uncle Howdy at the end. Okay, so we may have just had our first glimpse of Uncle Howdy, right, since seeing him at the end of Bray's documentary. Also in the source code was this. This was great. So this, honestly, during the live stream, I didn't think that would lead to anything, but actually when you click it, Project Johnny, shout out to you, it took you to this. It was an article about Bo Dallas not being expected to be back on WWE TV. It's an article by Inside the Ropes, and as I said during the live stream, they probably wouldn't want to be a part of this in this way, because obviously they're doing an article saying Bo's not expected to be back, and here we are in May with him expected to be back, right? So cheeky, very cheeky. So well found there by Ian. Then we started to get people coming in with this completed puzzle. Anya working it out. It's the first I saw of someone working this out, and it says, "You know nothing. Hell is only words. Reality is much, much worse." That has turned out to be a quote from Event Horizon. There's been lots of chatter about Event Horizon as a result. Connor, shout out to you. Thank you for tagging me in that. And here it is, look, the Howdy Puzzle quote is from Event Horizon. So I wanted to make sure we went through that so that everyone was up to speed, because now we can talk about the bits. And you can see there's quite a few bits. A lot of this, I think, will be doubled up because my head is spinning. People are finding and theorizing so much stuff. You can see where we've got to, and now we can fill in the missing pieces. Okay, so I'm Just Ken, before all of this, sent me this and said, look, I just had a thought. In the audio recording we got the other day, a woman said the time for secrets is over, and then the very next day we get the PW Insider leak. Like, coincidence? And I think that's really interesting, because what if they did leak that on purpose? What if they did leak that on purpose? It is strange, isn't it, that we did get that? So I agree, it is strange, but good spot. Love that. Right, okay, this is the next place we need to start. So Morgan, tagging me in this, thank you. So this is the document properties for, I believe, that bird image, right, that was at the bottom. And in the kind of name for that was Eukairia. Okay, the word Eukairia. Now, we will have the definition of that later, but also hidden in there was this in the keywords. So it says star, 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 right? We believe these to be missing letters or missing words, right? Okay, so star, 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 searched for a friend. So someone searched for a friend. Star, 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 right? Found none. Star, 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 stared into the abyss, hoping someone would glance back. And still, no one cared about star, star, star. He led star, star, star out of darkness, but let star, star, star keep a little darkness inside. Now, there's a few theories on this. There's a few theories that this is, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those 3 stars. There's 6 missing words. And there's people saying that this could be 6 different people. Okay? I don't know that it is 6 different people. I do agree it's very interesting that it's 6 missing words. But another theory that I've seen is that it could just be Nikki. Nikki makes sense. So if we replace the stars with the word Nikki for Nikki Cross, Nikki searched for a friend. Nikki found none. Nikki stared into the abyss, hoping someone would glance back. And still no one cared about Nikki. He led Nikki out of darkness, but let Nikki keep a little darkness inside. Now, I suppose it could be Nikki. It could be Dexter. Maybe it's actually not anyone in particular. Perhaps it is all of them. Perhaps you could put Eric there. Perhaps you could put Dexter there. Perhaps you could put Joe Gacy there. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this is the point. They all fit that. It's not about any one in particular. They all fit that. So that's kind of an interesting thought. I have seen the other theory as well, that star, star, star could be she. She searched for a friend. She found none. She stared into the abyss, right? She and her, he led her out of darkness. So don't know. It's very interesting. So again, if you don't know where this was found, it's the document properties, I believe, for the bird logo at the bottom. And in the keywords bit, that's where what we've just spoke about was hidden. So really interesting. Right, now that led to, here, look, Morgan saying there's 6 spots to fill in. 6 names required? Maybe. And here's Ross saying she and her are missing words. It's describing Nikki Cross. So it's a really interesting one, that, and it was really well hidden. I'm sure there's probably things that we still have not found, going back through all the old QR codes for Nightbird. but maybe even stuff here. But this one feels like it had a lot more stuff to it. I did say on Twitter, whoever's putting this together, I hope they're getting the credit they deserve. Can you see the amount of work that has gone into just this one QR code? All the little stuff that's hidden in there. I mean, it's incredible. It's honestly incredible. So here is Erase Your Mind. So, okay, that's Eukairia. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm going to go Eukairia, okay? So, Eukairia, Strong's Concordance. Okay, so 2120 Strong's Concordance. So I don't quite know what this is all translating to. So I believe it to be a Greek word, and the way that it was written was EVKAIRIA. That's actually not the word. The V is Roman numerals for 5. I know this is confusing. You don't really need to be worrying about it. It's all just little references and little things. So yeah, it's all really interesting. But the V is 5, and we've seen 5 be repeated quite a lot. And Eukairia is Strong's Concordance. Something to do with Greek, and I believe Greek mythology. So it says definition is opportunity. There we go. Opportunity. A definition is opportunity. Right. We've done that one. Yeah, okay. Then we got this one as well. This Duhkha. Okay, this Duhkha, which was also hidden in the source code. You can see it just here, right? It was hidden in the source code. It means unease. It means standing unstable. It commonly translates as suffering, pain, unhappiness, right? It's pretty full on, isn't it? And it's an important concept in these religions. So, again, just a word that was in there that's just worth being aware of. Another thing that was in there was February 6th, 2023. And if you actually look to see what happened, apparently this moment, and what's crazy is that it was only, I think, yesterday that Gabe highlighted this exact moment, right? Highlighted this exact moment. Now, I still stand by what I said yesterday. I don't think that what we're seeing here in this moment, I don't think this moment was them planting seeds for where we are now. I think this was like a different time, a different storyline, different creative. But it's still great that it's featured and been referenced, because it does feature Nikki Cross and Dexter in the same segment. And obviously we expect them both to be involved and included in this new group. Obviously, if we hadn't had the leak about who's in the group, this would probably be more exciting, because we'd be looking into this, and right now we'd be speculating, is it Candice? Is it Johnny? Like, we'd be looking into the episode trying to figure out who is in this group. But we've got that answer because of the PW Insider leak. So, I don't know, like, I feel like that has kind of took away quite a bit from obviously this QR codes. But there's still some really good stuff in here for us to get our teeth into. So, again, February 6, 23, that was also in the source code, right? Gabe, again, this is Gabe who obviously shared this with us. So, massive shout out to Gabe. Gabe said, was this what Joe Gacy was hinting? So Joe Gacy had this picture of a corridor. He posted it all the way back in October, and now we've got this from the video, right? That is the corridor. I believe a still image from this corridor. It's tricky because I think that corridors are quite spooky, to be honest. You know, long corridors, quiet, maybe a light flickering in the distance. We've seen that many times in like horror films. So again, going back to October, was this all being put together back then? I'm not sure. But again, Gabe doing a great job of digging this stuff up. Find it, going back, digging into old tweets, asking the questions that need to be asked. So absolutely love the stuff that Gabe's doing. And Anime Fiend, shout out to you. Thank you for tagging me in this stuff. I really appreciate it. It's just something for us to chew over. Brady, shout out to you. Said, look how many birds were highlighted. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds highlighted. 6 birds highlighted. So is that on purpose? You know, it would be a strange coincidence, wouldn't it? So, you know, Wyatt 6. Obviously, the word from PW Insider is we're getting 5. But then, of course, this Alexa thing has got everyone talking, and we don't quite know what that situation is. The other thing as well, and the early theory was that it was going to be 5 and Bray, and that would be the 6. So, again, something to think about. Project Johnny said the name of the Nightbird PNG is Duhkha. It's one of the 4 noble truths and translates to suffering. We've spoken about the Duhkha translation. It can also mean uneasy, uncomfortable, unpleasant, difficult, causing pain or sadness. A lot like my live streams. It's also a concept in Indian religions about the nature of life. Project Johnny, shout out to you. T-Lil said, I slowed this video down by about 400%. You can see a man looking like he is opening a fridge and a hallway. The door is a stock image for an insane asylum, and you can see the man walking better at the ends. They have Joe and Dexter in a psych ward. They have Joe and Dexter in a psych wards. Okay, so let's go down and let's have a look, shall we? So that's the long video. We won't play that. But here's a clip, look. So, spooky. There, look. Can you see it? Can you see the person holding onto their head? Let's see if it'll show again. So it flickers. And there they are, look, holding onto their head. A lot of people are saying, is that Gacy? Is that Gacy? And it really could be. It also might not be. Oh, I knew that would happen. Oh, and again. I was trying to pause it on him. Even at slowed down 400%, I can't do it. Yeah, there we go. I think we've got a better image later anyway, but there we go. You can't quite make that face out. I don't know if they've got their hand over their face or whatever, but a lot of people have looked at that and gone, is that Joe Gacy? Is that Joe Gacy? And then, of course, in this one, we get to see Howdy, what we think is Howdy at the end. And then that corridor, which is apparently from a psych ward, according to T-Lil. And again, going back here, Gabe saying, is this what Joe Gacy was hinting at back in October? Right, there we go. I don't even know why I bothered. It was only right here. Again, Gabe, all over it. Is that Joe Gacy? Heel said Joe Gacy potential spotting in that video. Right, this is Eukairia. It's a Greek word for opportunity. All we wanted was a chance. So there we go. Opportunity, the right moment. So again, that was the name of one of the files in the QR code. I hope we're kind of explaining this as well as we possibly can. Morgan said, one of the shots from tonight's QR code. So this is the video, and it's a few scratches, and people think that that could say Wyatt 6. I mean, it could, in all fairness, couldn't it? You can see that does look like a W. I can see it. I can definitely, well, I can, because they've been kind enough to write it there, so I can definitely see it, but I don't know. Do you think that is Wyatt 6? Or do you think that it's just looking like it could be? A lot of this stuff, you know, it's just to get them juices going. It's just to get you thinking. I'm not sold on all of these. I don't know quite where I sit on this one, but I love being tagged in it. I love being tagged in it because it's so interesting. Crimson, shout out to Crimson and shout out to WWE Ethan. Do I follow both of them? I do. Of course I do. Like the Backlash QR codes, we got these Roman numerals VXXV, which are 525. That's the date of King and Queen of the Ring. And it's also the birthday of Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas. So here we've got it hidden there. Boom. Lovely. So this was during the video. So a very good spot. It's very much the other day, like when it says we believed and then it changed to we believed. Again, this hidden in there. So very good. Right, very interesting. The name of the video is Feb 6, 23. And if you look to see what happened, it's that video of Dexter and Nikki. So JC, Jake, thank you. Right, Liv Morgan just left Becky Lynch in the dust. She did. I don't know why this is in here, to be honest. But it made it. Well done. Why did this come in here? Is there anything in the video that's a bit... I don't think there is. It's just Liv being a douche. Oh, I know why. I know why. I'm looking at it going, why did I put this in Nightbirds? I put it in Nightbirds because someone said, do you think... And I think they're in here, actually. There we go. C&Y Man. Did Liv dress like Uncle Howdy or nah? And at first I was like, no, I don't think so. And then I looked and I was like, well, she's got the coat. She's wearing a glove. I kind of looked at it. I was like, oh, actually. I mean, I don't remember Uncle Howdy wearing those boots. But I don't know, man. I kind of, again, I might not be on board totally with all of these things. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't remember him wearing a choker. Why does she love chokers so much? I don't know. But the long coat, the glove, I kind of like that. I thought it was good enough to include. Yeah, I didn't know why I'd included that. So there we go. That's why I included it. So C&Y Man, shout out to you. N-Rock. So here, look what happened on that day. Yep, everyone pointing to that. We've already looked at that and we've looked at what was in the keywords. Crimson, shout out to you. So I believe this is about the Duhkha translation that was found. So very good. Crimson, definitely you should be following Crimson all over this. And here was the Uncle Howdy tease. So we get the Nightbird playing. It really starts breaking down a lot quicker, doesn't it now? I mean, it was not this distorted before. There's a kid there that goes, Uncle Howdy! Uncle Howdy! It's going already. Into my mind. Into my mind. There we go. Wrestle plug, shout out to you. And WWE related, thank you. Right, lots of people talking about event horizons. Okay, so you might remember when you worked out that puzzle, then you got a quote from the film Event Horizon. So people are like, oh, what does this mean? And another meaning for Event Horizon, the event horizon is the boundary beyond which events cannot be observed. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? So things happening beyond the event horizon cannot be seen. Oh, so good. Nuada, shout out to you. Here's Kane saying, looks like Eukairia means opportunity, favorable occasion. And as we said, I think they changed that U to a V because in Roman numerals, V is 5. Christian, shout out to you, said if you go to the source code and you click on that, you get a picture of the bird, which is a raven. Look up the word Duhkha. Duhkha, unease, standing unstable, commonly translated as suffering, pain, and happiness. Thank you, my friends. Here, there's Crimson. Finding that and Erase Your Mind letting me know. Ratchet, shout out to you. Letting me know here that a black hole, the surface, is called its event horizon. It defines the boundary where the velocity needed to escape exceeds the speed of light. Now, it might not be connected. A lot of people have said, like, if you look at the plot of Event Horizon, like, that is what they might be wanting us to, like, take from it. But there's so many different ways that you can look at Event Horizon. There's so many different ways that you can, like, look at it and translate it and dig into it, you know? So if I've got the plots, so it says, in the year 2047, a group of astronauts are sent to investigate and salvage the long-lost starship Event Horizon. The ship disappeared mysteriously 7 years before on its maiden voyage, and with its return comes even more mystery as the crew of the Lewis and Clark discover the real truth behind its disappearance and something even more terrifying. So, obviously, we've had a lot of people that have disappeared. Like, where's Nikki Cross been? Where's Eric Rowan been? Where's Dexter Lumis been? Joe Gacy's now gone missing as well. And so, you know, what's the truth behind their disappearance? And will we discover something more terrifying? Oh, man. All of this is so good. Right, okay, so Luke said, so do you know how in the QR codes they make it sound like they're talking to us, like you forgot? Why did you forget? What if they're not talking to us, but they're talking to the one being Alexa Bliss? So that's a really good theory. I've seen a few people sharing that, but a massive shout out to Luke. What if that is who they're trying to reach? What if that's why she's not in the group, because she's actually someone they're trying to get a hold of still, or someone that's going to play a different role? So, yeah, I like that. Very good. Noli said, when you Google the decoded phase, it's also lyrics to a song. So there we go. Not only is that puzzle a line from Event Horizon, it's also the lyrics from this Arrival of Apollyon haptic delusion. So it's also in there. So I don't know. That may be worth a listen. Maybe worth a listen. And here, look, to round up this Nightbird stuff, which has took up a long time. But Michael Retro, shout out to you. Michael, I don't follow you. I do now. Boom. Someone posted it in the comments of your video tonight, but this was a Joe Gacy promo from early November. 11 seconds in, you can hear what sounds like Yowie Wowie. Okay, so this is Gacy in NXT, right?
When it's constantly yelling at me to the point where I saw...
Did you hear it? Go again.
Ear just constantly yelling at me to the point where I saw nothing.
I can definitely, I think, honestly, if I was to take Gacy's voice away, I don't personally think it's saying Yowie Wowie, but I can totally see why people think it does say that, right? And it may say that. It's hard to hear, isn't it?
Yelling at me to the point where I saw nothing.
I don't think that second word is wowie to me. But I love it. I love it. You know that people are going to rip this apart now as they try to dig in even further. So I absolutely love that. So here, look, someone posted it in the comments. But if you go back to early November, 11 seconds in, you can hear what sounds like Yowie Wowie. Let's go again.
Back of my ear just constantly yelling at me to the point where I saw nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that second word is wowie.
Yelling at me to the point where I saw nothing.
But now I'm doubting it. So there we go. So that is the Nightbird stuff. Right, we've done QR, we've done Nightbird. Let's get to Raw because I really don't want this going over an hour. So here was Drew. He just put a picture up of him burning this CM Punk picture, signed picture. That was his reaction to what went down on Raw. Sheamus said there will be no part 4. Look at his chest. Look at his chest. That is absolutely brutal. So much praise for that match, though. Brady, shout out to you. Here's Ricochet.
Here we find ourselves in a very familiar spot.
Familiar spot.
It seems no matter what I do, I can train. I can challenge myself. I can give everything I got. But it seems that it's never enough.
Never enough.
It's never enough. Not when it counts. It's never enough. So I find myself in this position almost every week. I find myself in this position. Something's gotta change.
That's big, man, innit? That's big. Something's gotta change. Right, moving on, we've got this from WWE Ethan. Here you can see we've got CM Punk, we've got Jackie Redmond. Basically, they were just having a little bit of fun together as they were talking about, I think, Ice Hocky. I mean, I don't really know these teams, but they were kind of talking about that. So just when Drew thinks he has the answers, CM Punk changes the questions. So there we go, digital exclusive interview. It's not very long, but it's a little bit like his in-ring promo. I didn't really feel like he said a great deal. We're just sort of keeping the wheels turning, really, as we get closer towards Clash at the Castle. I don't think these two will have a match at Clash at the Castle. I'm thinking it'll be Drew against Damian. Maybe CM Punk costs him. I'm thinking CM Punk Drew SummerSlam. That's where I can see them two having a match. Watson, shout out to you. So Nav said you're a choke artist, not like how I'm a choke artist. Punk taking shots at AEW. I mean, I might be in the minority. Not a massive fan of that line, to be honest. I just think it is such low-hanging fruit. And honestly, I think it's one of those where I'm sure some people popped for it. I didn't even notice it. I mean, it just didn't even land with me. So I don't know. I think let's not. I really don't feel like we need to be doing this. But you know, it is what it is. Fade said, ladies and gentlemen, Dominik got caught in 4K again. So I don't know if his Instagram username was Dominik35_35. If it is, then apparently he has liked this picture of Liv with Rhea. Liv posing next to this image of Rhea on the side of this truck. And Dominik has seemingly liked it, along with just over 13,000 other people. So there we go. Fade Away Media said, ladies and gentlemen, Dominik got caught in 4K again. Right, Natty said, enough is enough. It's time for a change, just like Ricochet, right? So Bully Ray said, dear wrestling gods, turn Natty heel. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. Here's Kiana, look, she says, first day at the new office job. So here she is, look, ready for her Raw debut. I don't know if she is just kind of getting used to being around, being introduced to a few people. I don't know that she did a dart match or anything like that, but we'll get going with her soon enough. She's a great talent. Looking forward to seeing what she brings to the main roster. Right, here the IC title triple threat match is official, of course. Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Championship on the line. Let's go. That should be a lot of fun. And, of course, it was made official. Liv, Becky, that is going to be taking place at King and Queen of the Ring, as well as the finals of King and Queen of the Ring. So we've already got a good idea as to where we're going and what we're going to be getting in just less than 3 weeks now. The Boulder said, look at the visible handprint from Gunther's chop. It's mental, isn't it? We were just looking at the picture of Sheamus with his front. Look at his back. I mean, incredible. Ricochet said, I lost again. I'm sorry, guys. And Samantha Irvin said, I love you so much. Have we considered that she might be the problem? Just saying. Just saying. Yeah? Is she the problem? Yeah? Ever since they got together, she might just be bad luck. Someone had to say it. So, I don't think it is, by the way. But, right, let's go to WWE. Okay, so, Harry, shout out to you. Knockout News and lots of other people reporting that Jerry Lawler no longer with WWE. WWE quietly declined to renew Lawler's broadcast contract. Apparently, he is still under a Legends deal, though. So, I don't know. This is... It says ending a relationship between the two that goes back to December 92. But as I said, my understanding is he's still under a Legends deal. Obviously, he hasn't wrestled for quite a long time because he suffered a major, I think it was a stroke, a major medical issue last year. So, I don't know. I don't think that I don't think he's really in a condition to kind of be doing that much anymore. So I believe that we've still got him under a Legends deal though. So yeah, that was pretty big news earlier. Dijak revealed that CM Punk calmed him down backstage when he was angry after a match. So apparently during his NXT Underground match, Dijak ended up bleeding and was mad at himself in case he ruined it. And he said that CM Punk gave him some of the best career advice he's ever received. So we've got someone else coming out now kind of saying how brilliant, how great CM Punk is behind the scenes. Triple H said all the way from Backlash France to the NBA, Jey Uso's aura always translates. So Public Enemies podcast said Jey Uso got to get that win at Money in the Bank after this. So they did show this on Raw, but his theme song got played at this NBA game, and they turned the lights out, I believe, so that it would encourage people to get their phones. They did the same thing tonight on Raw. I don't know if you noticed, but when he came out, that lower part was the lights went out, kind of encouraging people to get their phones, but they didn't. I don't know, they didn't. They're not quite used to it yet. This seems to have started in France, and it doesn't seem to have traveled over totally. So I'm sure we'll get it together eventually. But yeah, the basketball crowd seemed to do a better job, to be honest. So it is true. He is so over. He has really kind of broken through. Right, Marie said, what the hell? Rey unmasked. I don't know how true it is that it's him. It is him. Next unseen, please. So there is a YouTube clip here. Because it's on YouTube, I've got to be careful. I can't really play it. It's really strange. It's a very short clip of like 11 seconds or so. And it's Rey having a few words with Austin Theory. And he's basically saying, watch after that title. Me and Dragon Lee are coming for it. And then he gets in the lift and he goes. And it is Rey. We have seen him unmasked before. He was unmasked fairly recently in his daughter's TikTok video, to be honest. But yeah, that was this was him just exchanging a few words with Austin Theory. So you can find that if you search for Austin Theory and Unmasked Rey Mysterio altercation. And it's recent because Theory is tag team champion. So it's recent. And he's talking about Dragon Lee as well, so. Mark, shout out to you. Thank you. PW Chronicle said Mike Rome is imminently set to begin ring announcing duties for NXT, right? Alicia Taylor is going to be called up. So it seems like Mike Rome's going to NXT, and it seems like Alicia Taylor's going to come up and she's going to do a ring announcing on the other brand to Samantha Irvin. So interesting. Right, Shawn Michaels invites Kendrick Lamar and Drake to settle their differences inside a WWE ring. So Shawn Michaels said a little chin music, sweet chin music goes a long way. Kendrick Lamar, you and Drake are formally invited to NXT to settle this thing. I'm even offering my services to mediate. So there we go. Very cool. Here's the poster for King and Queen of the Ring. Very cool. Looks amazing. But people have pointed out, where is Bayley? Where's Bayley again? I joked that she must be in one of these buildings at the bottom. But it's a good question. Where is Bayley once again? Once again left off the poster. Oh, and this really has caught people's attention. So this was yesterday. This was Liv, and she tweeted out a picture of her, and I believe it had like a goat or a sheep as the emoji, right? And people are saying, Liv posted this yesterday with a sheep emoji. If you zoom in on her eye, it looks like Uncle Howdy in the reflection. So I don't know if you can see this. That's probably the biggest I can get it. In fact, that works. That's quite good. So, you know, what is that in the reflection? Someone in the comments was like, it's probably Dominik. But, yeah, I don't know. What is it that she's looking at? What is it that she's looking at there? Is it a picture of Uncle Howdy? It's very hard to say, to be honest. It's very hard to say. But it has, it was Evolution 954 that said it's Dom, which I really enjoyed. But you can see something there. And it does definitely look like she's looking at something and the reflection is in her glasses. It could just be a picture of Uncle Howdy. Or maybe Sting. I mean, honestly, if you told me that was Sting, I'd be like, yeah, I can see that. It's Sting? Oh my God. Sting's going to join up with Liv Morgan. Let's go. So that definitely has got people talking. Again, it's one of those. I'm not 100% certain it's Uncle Howdy, but I like it. Very good spot. Whoever spotted that, well done. Excellent. Because I saw this post yesterday, and I didn't spot that in the glasses. Right, Jessica Carr said how it started, how it's going. What a life. There's Cody and Jessica. Right? Don't know when from, but looks like a long time ago, of course. And then there they are now. There's Jessica Carr. There's Cody in the ring at Backlash. She's handing him that championship. So very, very cool. Very cool. Right, Watson, shout out to you. So Backlash 2024 was AJ Styles' first PLE main event since WrestleMania 36. That's insane. Isn't it? That's insane. That's over 4 years that he's not main evented a PLE. So there we go. That was him when he faced The Undertaker, and this was him when he faced Cody Rhodes. Right, the bracket has been revealed for the SmackDown side of King of the Ring. So I wonder if we can bring that up on screen. Is it gonna show? That's the question. I think the best way of doing it actually is if I can find it, probably put it as a separate thing. So we'll try and hunt that out. We'll try and track that down. As we do, we can have a look at this picture, and it's of Liv Morgan, and you can see that Fightful have pointed out, and a big thank you to Morgan that tagged me in this as well, but you can see that just in the pocket is a little purple bandana, and that is Dominik's. So not only is she looking at Uncle Howdy, apparently, or Sting, but she does have King of the Ring. I'm going to search for that. She does have that in her pocket as well. So that's fun. Good work, that is. Very good work. I think the attention to detail here is very impressive with what we're doing with Liv at the moment. So this is the bracket that we were talking about. So this is the SmackDown side. I don't believe the women's has been revealed, but here you can see Randy Orton against AJ Styles, banger. Baron Corbin against Carmelo Hayes, banger. That's going to be so much fun. Then we've got LA Knight against Santos Escobar. Banger. Then we've got Tama Tonga taking on Bobby Lashley. Random, right? Random, but I'm definitely here for it. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're getting Gunther Ilya as the semi-final on the Raw side. Over on the SmackDown sides, honestly, I've not gone through it. I think that's a lot harder to predict. Yeah, really hard to predict. I think I'll probably end up doing it as a separate video, to be honest. Right now, I will go with... I think they'll give Carmelo Hayes a real good showing. I think he'll get past Corbin. So I'm going to go Carmelo Hayes in the semi-final. And I might go LA Knight. Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, and Gunther Ilya as the final four. Oof, I tell you what, though, that was really hard. That was really hard. And I might change my mind on it because there's a lot of really good, deserving wrestlers there. Right, so that was the WWE one. So we've done QR, we've done Nightbird, we've done Raw, we've done WWE. We've only got Fun and Other. I don't think we've got loads. Shakeem, shout out to you. So here, look, Will has the same tattoo as Samantha. Look at that. So they were posing together as they've got the same Beatles tattoo. Look at her face. She's shocked when she realizes. That's really cool. That's really cool. Here's Ratchet. Who wore it better, Bianca or Data? I love that. It's really good. Right, here is Liar fan page. So Bayes Control said an ongoing thread. So here's the disrespects that Bailey suffers, right? So let's see if we can whoosh this over. Will it whoosh? Is it whooshable? That's my question. Yes. So, right, here we go. So, Bailey with the wrong belt graphic, right? Then here, she was announced as a member of Judgment Day, which, I don't quite remember this.
Representing the Judgment Day.
Representing the Judgment Day. I don't know why I can't remember that. That was from Money in the Bank. But they announced her as being a member of Judgment Day, right? Random. Then here, look, she's shown as being Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. Incorrect. Then they botched her video game thing, right? Her character. It looked awful. So, again, look, do I have to say anything else? And then all of these posters that she's not featured on. Right, continued there, the payback one. She wasn't on it. Even Bailey was like, why do I look like Becky in this picture? And here as well. And apparently, Becky was shown on one that she wasn't even on the show. She wasn't even there. And Becky made it on the poster and Bailey didn't. So it's just a never-ending, it's a never-ending list of disrespect that Bailey keeps suffering, so... I know that there's probably a more serious side to that and it's disrespectful, but I just found that whole thread quite fun. Right, here, Michael Cole's reaction. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at this. So this is when he gets planted through. Look at the little run. Oh, look at the run. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. One more time. Oh man, that is someone giving their all in it. That is someone so passionate, so dialed in. A little run. He did a little do it again. Boom. That is so good. That is so... I wish I did a little run when something amazing happened like that. I need to, honestly. I could do with quite a few little runs. I could do with some of them little runs becoming bigger runs, to be honest. So, very good. Very, very good. Right, and Liv said, I keep giggling at this caption. This was a good one. Liv Morgan. More like Leave Morgan. Obviously, she was out of there, right? And very, very good to that. Very, very good. So that was the fun folder. We got one more to go, and that is what I like to call other. Here, look, Ric Flair said he suffered a legitimate heart attack during his last match. What? Apparently, he thought he was dehydrated, and then not long ago, the doctor said, have you passed out or fainted in the past few years? And then revealed that he apparently had suffered a heart attack during this match. So, I mean, we knew what we was watching was bad and that he was in a horrific place. And he even said he passed out like 3 times. Turns out he suffered a heart attack during this match. I don't even have words. Kayla said, I flew from France yesterday, only to land at LAX, rush home to find out my whole building was out of power and hot water. So I tripped through the dark, took a hoe bath. Don't know what a hoe bath is, and I don't want to Google it. I threw on a hat, and I rushed to the comedy club, and it was all worth it. What an experience. So thankful. So this is her at Netflix's A Joke Fest, doing like stand-up comedy. I didn't even know she did stand-up comedy. I so want to watch that. I so want to see this stand-up show. But I don't think it's recorded or anything. But yeah, crazy. Didn't even know. This has messed with my head as well, and I don't know why, but it said, look, just going to leave this here. There is Rhea all done up with her standee, and there's her in, like, just casual attire. Not done up, right? She's not got, like, the lipstick and the hair, like, put back and everything. She still looks amazing. But, yeah, not done. I don't know why I can't stop looking at it. Like, that's the same person, and I can see it's the same person. But, like... it's amazing. I don't know why. I'm just looking at it. It's amazing. That woman is that woman. It's amazing. Sort of looks like that's her sister. I think it's so different that it's like hard to believe it's the same person. But yeah, I can see it's the same person. I know it's the same person. They got the same tattoos. It's the same person. But like, they just seem so worlds apart. Isn't that crazy that that is the same person? It's crazy. Don't know why. It just blew my mind. So I love that picture. Joshua, shout out to you. Appreciate it. I don't know what that was. What was that in reference to? Oh, that was in reference to the Liv with the bandana. Naughty. Naughty, naughty. And there we go. Right. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that was very, very heavy on Nightbirds. I do apologize for that a little bit, but not much, because there was some other bits that was in there as well. But honestly, that is where the conversation is this evening. That Nightbird one had so much stuff in it that I wanted to make sure we boxed it all off. And you know everything I know. You know all the theories that I've seen. I went through all of my notifications, everyone that tagged me and stuff. So we're all up to speed. So there we go. We are back tomorrow with NXT. We're going to do the live stream for that. So join us if you're around, and I will have another Unseen for you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.